Welcome back everybody to the next episode of the League's OSAAT. The next 99 I'll be getting is mining. Before we get into the video, I'd like to give a huge thank you to my channel members. You can find your names in the comments. As most of you know, I am currently traveling around a little bit, and if you want to check in and see what I'm doing, then hit me up on my socials. I'll be posting on there as often as I can. So let's get into the next episode, which will be mining. Right, so I'm just going to go and get the stuff for Doric's quest. I've already got some clay, so I just need to mine some copper and some iron. Because we've got Greedy Gatherer at level 3, and also we've got Personal Banker on, we'll be getting 3 ores every time we mine something, which is pretty good. And I've been told there is a fragment to do with mining, which has also got a Greedy Gatherer and a Personal Banker set effect. So once we get that, we'll be able to mine free, and they will go into the bank straight away, so we won't have to even use the bank at all. So there is level 15 mining. That was ridiculously quick. As you can see, we're getting about 150k XP just mining copper, and there is everything we need for Doric's quest, so I'm going to get my ass over there. Okay, so let's start Doric's quest, and then now we have completed it, and boom, there it is. I didn't see the XP drop, but there is 33 mining straight away. So what I'm going to do from here, similar to what I did on the main OSAAT, is I'm just going to mine at Motherlode Mine until we can go to the mining guild. And whilst I'm running past, I might as well buy an adamant pickaxe, and then we can just use the rune pickaxe for the rest of time. So let's get to Motherlode Mine. Whilst we're making our way there, I'm just going to explain why I chose mining next. As I've just explained, there is a fragment for mining which will let me have the 2 set effects, Greedy Gatherer and Personal Banker at level 3. So that's going to be really good for wood cutting. And also there's another set effect called the Craftsman, which I'm going to need for crafting and fletching and also smithing, so that's pretty important. So I'm just going to get mining out of the way, and then we can see where we stand with what fragments we've got and what fragments we need to get the Craftsman set effect, because that one is very important. So there is a level 40 mining at Motherlode Mine. Just for a bit of perspective, I've only done 1 load and now we're level 40, and I'm getting just over 300k XP an hour. I'm hoping we can get full prospectors before I get to level 60, but I highly doubt it. The only reason why I think it would be possible is because there is a fragment which allows me to get triple the nuggets, but we'll see how many we get before we get to level 60. And that's a fragment there, Mother's Magic Fossil, and as you can see, it gives me 300% more golden nuggets.
You know what? I love myself. Even though I look like a burnt chicken nugget, I still love myself.
And there is level 50 at Motherlode Mine. I've got no idea how many nuggets I've got, but I don't think I've got that many. So yeah, we'll probably be coming back here to get full Prospector for the task. And as you can see, the XP rates are 400k plus an hour. I only wish I could get those XP rates in the normal game, but that's why we play leagues, for the insane XP rates. Right, here it is at level 53 mining. We've got our first fragment for mining. Let's see what it is. Rock solid fragment. So what this one does is allows iron and granite and sandstone to have a chance to not deplete when you're mining it, so you can just click it once and just keep on mining, which is pretty good. Unfortunately though, as you can see, this one doesn't have the Greedy Gatherer and the Personal Banker set effect. It's the other one. I think it's called Molten Miner. But I'm still obviously going to add this one and try and get it to level 3 as quickly as possible. So let's do that. Not sure why I didn't expect it, but there is 3 gems from mining, which is pretty decent. I assume if I ever need gems, I'm just going to go to the gem mine, and I can mine like a full inventory of gems in like 10 seconds, which is pretty good. So 1 more level, and then we are done with Motherlode Mine. Right, there it is, guys. Level 60 mining. As you can see, by the end of it, we were getting about 500k XP an hour, which is pretty good. I've been told you can get almost 2 million XP an hour at mining, but we'll see. I'm highly doubtful of those experience rates. So what I'm going to do is just get my ass straight over to the mining guild, and we'll see what all this hoo-ha is about mining iron ore in the mining guild. Apparently it's OP. So yeah, looks like this is the place to be. I'm assuming with the rock solid set effects and the molten miner set effect, you can basically just stay here and mine iron ore constantly and never have to go to the bank, which is pretty good. Right, we've got ourselves another fragment. Let's see what it is. There it is, guys, the molten miner fragment. That's exactly what we need. We got it at level 64, so not too bad. And as you can see at the moment, we're getting about 1.5 to 1.6 million XP an hour, but apparently that's going to shoot up. So now that we've got the molten miner and the rock solid, we've also got the set effects of the Personal Banker and the Greedy Gatherer. So now, in theory, we should mine and it should go straight to our bank and we won't have to move whatsoever, which is very nice. So what I'm going to do before I carry on mining, what I'm going to try and do is get these to like at least level 2. And I'm going to use thieving for that. There's also a bit of method in my madness because what I'm going to do is thieve the paladin. And I'm also going to collect some chaos runes for later in the game to buy some uncut onyxes. But yeah, that's going to be quite a while away. So I will see you guys over there. Right, so I've purchased the thieving cape. Apparently, if I could do RD cloak too, which I can't because you need Slayer. But if I could complete that, you hardly ever fail on the paladin knights. I think it's like 98% chance to succeed. But because I've not got that, it's about an 88% chance to succeed, which isn't too bad. So I'm going to sit at this paladin knight for quite a while until I've got both the fragments to level 2. Okay, just over an hour later, we've got Molten Miner to level 2, and we've also got Rock Solid to level 2. So now I'm going to get myself back to the mining guild, and we can just fly through this mining XP. If you didn't know as well, the Molten Miner, when you mine iron ore, it turns it into steel bars, which is an absolute godsend, because that means basically I'm not going to have to go to the blast furnace to do my smithing grind, which is beautiful. Okay, we are back here at the mining guild. I think probably the hardest thing for the rest of this grind is going to try and find a free iron rock, or at least 2 free iron rocks next to each other. So there is the first task done, smelting a steel bar. Very nice. What I'm probably going to do is stay here until probably 99, but we'll see. And I'll bring you guys back if anything interesting comes along. Right, so here it is the next day. As you saw in the previous clips, I got to level 85 mining, and I thought this was a good time to go back to the Motherlode mine to just finish off the Prospector armor. And as you saw in the bank, we had 29 golden nuggets. So I'm here at a falling star. I'm hoping to get quite a few stardust with this, just so I can buy the ring, but I'm not sure if I'll get 2,000, but we'll see. We've got Greedy Gatherer at level 3 on, so we're going to get quite a few anyway. And there is the first level of the next day, level 89 mining. If you're wondering where 85 to 88 went, all I did was did the Motherlode mine on mobile and got to level 88, and now we are here at level 89. So that looks like the end of it. Shout out to Whale on Twitch for showing us this shooting star, and we've got 837 stardust, which is pretty decent, and we're also up to 165 golden nuggets, so we've not got that many left to go. Let's get ourselves back there. Right, I believe with that deposit we have got 184 golden nuggets, so that's enough for full Prospector. Let's get it equipped. There we go, another hard task done. That's a pretty long time for a hard task. Not really worth the 50 points, but anyway. Now that we've got the Prospector armor, we can just get rid of this farming outfit, and I'll just wear this from now on for all the bonus mining XP. So let's get ourselves on another farm run. Okay, that's another farm run done. As you can see, we get over 100 herbs per farm run, which is pretty good. What I'm going to do with this 99, like I did with agility, I'm just going to leave everything from farm runs in my inventory, and you guys can slowly see that build up over time. I'll be honest, we're probably pretty close to 99 herb lore, especially with all these toad flax that I've got. I'm hoping that I get the mixologist fragment. What that does at level 3, it basically never uses your secondaries, so I'll only need at least 14 crushed bird's nest, and then I'll be able to make all the sourdough and brews I could ever need. So yeah, 99 herb lore might actually be a lot sooner than I'm expecting. All we need to do now is try and find some free rocks.
You're under a citizen's arrest! You're under a citizen's arrest! And I'll tell you what, you are too!
As you can see, we're getting over 2 million XP an hour, so the gossip was true. So yeah, we're probably going to get 99 in about 2 hours. Also, for some reason, I missed the clips, but we now have the molten miner and the rock solid fragments to level 3. So there's something like a 75% chance for the rock not to deplete, and there's also a 100% chance for the iron ore to be smelted into a steel bar. Literally 15 minutes later, there is a level 91 mining at the mining guild. This reminds me of RuneScape free mining. It's an absolute joke, and you can get 99 in about a week. Another 20 minutes later, there is a level 92 mining. What I'm probably going to do is stick it out, and I'm just going to stay at these 2 rocks and claim them as my own, and I'm not going to leave here until I hit 99. Right, as you can see, we are at the Dayalt Essence Mine. We're currently level 98 mining, and we need about 50,000 Dayalt Essence for the rune crafting grind that I'm going to be doing pretty soon. So I'm just going to explain here why I've chosen to do rune crafting very soon. The method for rune crafting on Leagues doesn't require me to get crafting, which is great, but also found out that for the craftsman set effect, I'm going to need at least 1 fragment from either fletching or crafting. So that means before I do smithing, I'm basically going to need to do crafting first, which is going to require me to unlock Lunas, because my method of crafting is going to be glass blowing. So to cut a long story short, I'm going to need to get 99 defense before I go any further with crafting or smithing or even fletching. So at this moment in time, I've had a massive detour of my plan. I was intending to get all the skills to 99 and then start on combats, but it looks like I'm going to have to go down the combat route a lot earlier than expected. So there is 50,000 Dayalt Essence mined. My calculations were off a little bit, and we're not level 99. We're very close though, we're only about 10k off. So just after this geyser allows me to deposit these in the bank. That is 99 rune crafting banked, which is beautiful. And as I explained earlier, what I want to do is glass blowing for 99 crafting. So I'm going to get my ass over to the desert, and I'm going to mine out some buckets of sand. Okay, so that is 15,000 buckets purchased. I think that's going to be more than enough. I roughly calculated it to be about 13,000, but I've just got the extra just in case my calculations are incorrect like they normally are. So we're going to use the 10 pro shortcut, and we're going to get our ass to the granite and sandstone mine, and we're going to be there until we have 15,000 buckets of sand, which I'm hoping doesn't take too long. So I'm just going to mine some granite for the task, and there it is, guys. 99 mining has been achieved. Today we've got about 8 million mining XP, which is pretty decent, and just after that, we've just got the task for mining granite. So I'm going to get on the grind for the sandstone. I'll be honest, if I'd known about needing to do crafting before I can do smithing and fletching, I would have mined a lot of sandstone a lot earlier, but sadly I didn't know that you needed to do crafting to get some of the craftsman set effect fragments. So basically I'm being forced to do crafting way earlier than I should be. From this point forward, I'm going to be adding giant seaweed into my farm runs. So I'm going to need to get my ass over to the Varrock Museum and get some dig site pendants made. But as far as that goes, that is the end of this episode. As always, guys, if you like the video, please leave a like, and if you're not subscribed yet, get your ass subscribed. What are you doing? Also, I'll say it again, if you're interested in seeing me and where I am in the world, then follow my socials. Links are in the description. And as always, thanks for watching, and I hopefully will see you in the next episode.